So here we are, 15. What is the total number of different four-letter arrangements formed from the word sugar? Each letter can only be used once in an arrangement. Okay, so first we would draw through 4 spots, right? And how many choices do we have for the first spot? Well, there's 5 different letters here, so that's 5 for this first spot, leaving 4 for the second, 3 for the third, and 2 for the last. So that's 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 2 is 120. Solve 4x plus 1 is greater than or equal to negative 12. So a lot of people are going to want to distribute this 4 out here. But what I like to do is, let me write this 4x plus 1 is greater than or equal to minus 12. So I wish I can't. Okay, let's do it this way. This is best. So I'm just going to delete this part, and we'll just talk about some mental math here. So 4 times some number is greater than or equal to negative 12. This number here has got to be greater than or equal to minus 3. I mean, that's the mental math. So don't distribute. And how do we say the same thing? Let me undo that. That's the mental math. And now the algebra part, because we have to typically show our work, is we divide both sides by 4. And on the left-hand side, we get this stuff, x plus 1 is greater than or equal to minus 3, which is what I said. And so that's x is greater than or equal to minus 4. It's just subtracting 1 from both sides. So we go over here, look for minus 4. Good, it's a solid dot. Shades everything to the right, greater than or equal to zippity-doo-dah. Solve and graph 9x plus 7 is less than or equal to 5 times x plus 3. In this case, we can't divide both sides. Well, we can divide both sides by 5, but it really wouldn't help us. It would just muck up the left-hand side. So in this case, we are going to distribute this 5 over each term, and we get 9x plus 7 is less than or equal to 5x plus, that's right, 15. Don't forget to distribute that 5 over that 3. And now we subtract 5x from both sides. And since Mr. Steiner and I like to skip steps, we'll see ahead of time that we get these x's are going to cancel over here, and we're going to be left with a positive 4x. Let's do another step at the same time. Let's subtract 7 from both sides. So I'm doing 2 steps at once. Let's use red. Red is usually good when subtraction's involved. And so we have over here you have 9x minus 5x is 4x. Plus 7 and minus 7 are going to cancel. 5x minus 5x, cancel that. And we have plus 15 minus 7 is 8. Now divide both sides by 4. I'll write it like this, divided by 4, divided by 4. And we have x is less than or equal to 2. Go to the number 2, make it a solid dot because it can be equal, so we want to include it, less than or equal to, shade that way. Shade much nicer than what Mr. Steiner did. So far in a history class, a student quizzes are these scores. What score does a student need on the 5th quiz to have a mean score of 81? And all quizzes have equal weight. Okay, so let's call the 5th quiz X. Okay, and we want all of these to add up to, with x divided by 5, we want it to equal that 81, right? So if we knew what x was, we could just add 86 plus 84 plus 76 plus 72 plus our other quiz, right? There are 4 plus our other quiz. We would add those all up. I'm not going to write it yet, but divide by 5, right? If we knew what that one was, we'd divide by 5, and the average better be 81. Well, we don't know it. dot x. So let's just add these up here. 86 plus 84 is 170, plus 76 is 246, plus another 7 is, plus another 70 is 318. That sounds about right. Oh, it's exactly right. So we have 318, still plus that x, divided by 5 equals 81. Let's multiply both sides by 5. And we have 5 times 18 is going to be 1590. Plus, don't forget this, oh, what am I doing? Jeez. Sorry. These 5s are going to cancel. And we're going to be left with 318 plus x is equal to 5 times 81. That's right, 405. Subtract 318 from both sides. And just think of this as counting up. You count up 80 from 318, you count up 82 to get to 400, then you count up another 5, so this is 87. X equals 87, and that makes sense because we look at our average here, and to get it up to an 81 average, scoring higher than 81, or at least 81, kind of makes sense here. So the answer is D. And oh, I need more problems. Oh, good, graphing. So for this one, what's the solution to the system of equations graph below? Oh, wow, so this is just reading the point. I think some of these points in here might be intercepts or some other points on the line, but the solution to a system of equations is their intersection. Okay? So here we read that this x equals 3, and oh, y equals 3 also. So it can only be this one right here. And I'm going to stop and get some more problems.